today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Martinez. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 54 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Going deep for Diggs, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number 1 spot.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And the pressure gets to him again. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bills' 6-yard line.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Flota. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bills, nothing. Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
back.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking.
It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Lambo on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
At the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
from the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for a Jaguars.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. The kick by Lambo is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Jaguars 17. Bills nothing.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Number 27.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And the lead is now 24. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joe Schobert racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
And a yard at the 40-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
The pass.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Bills, nothing.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on the...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Over the middle, complete. It's Martinez. Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7, so the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
White on the coverage.
Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
Now Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
To number 83.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, quick hitter here, it's complete.
Allen's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Allen, and this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Jaguars take over first.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
At the 32-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
And 6.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Gets this one to Hill. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And he whips that one incomplete there. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it first and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well. Their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you've got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. A final shot before half for Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Jameis Winston responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. A 3-touchdown differential in the end, 35-14, the final. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So after the INT, it's Allen. His throw incomplete.
Allen's pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Buffalo set to get the football back here.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Miles Jack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
27, Bills 10.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier. Ed Oliver made the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Again, it's Fournette.
21-yard line.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Down the carry. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The quarterback.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Holding, receiving team.
Why are we doing this?
So that one will be accepted. They'll run with Fournette. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Push him back. 49.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A quick slant to Hill.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ellis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
The 37-yard line.
Fournette. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will make it into the end zone. This will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Running back. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills getting set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Ball carrier, Leon Jacobs.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jaguars 27, Bills 17.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Allen's pass. Complete.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Bills 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. This is Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Martinez. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
From the gun, Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Martinez. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And Singletary has it stripped. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a turnover.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
That one complete to Hill. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
No gain on the
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
It's fourth down.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The previous play is under review.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Is good.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Allen, incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen, and he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Allen now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
It's now fourth down.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 80.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now Allen again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this one also slow and developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.